I just want some of you to know people's motivation. Roland Martin is a hater. Okay, he be hating on me behind the scenes to anybody who will listen. He will say something negative about me, and it's always in regards to how I'm moving in this media space. In particular, anything in the political realm.
Roland Martin versus Charlemagne the God is not about who got the best interests of black people at heart and who trying to look out for the black community. It ain't about none of that. What this whole thing is really about is about power and influence. What do I mean by that? Well, it's very simple. If you're looking around, when we're talking about politics and who has the ears of the community, who has influence in the community, who has sway in the community, right? When it's time for people to run for office or to push a narrative or to get the good graces of people on their side so they can do a business endeavor, there are certain platforms that they look to go to relay their message. And if you're one of those platforms, it's very beneficial to you. It means you're a big player, you're a main voice, you get invited to certain places, certain people, like, let's just be real. When it's time to run for office, there's certain platforms that are part of black culture that you want to go to. One of those is the Breakfast Club. And so that's what's really going on here. You got top-notch politicians and people running for office, power players within not just black politics, but Democratic politics, the Democratic Party, who, when it's time to run, where they're going to go. On the other side, they're going to go to Rogan. But on this side, they're going to go to Charlemagne the Breakfast Club. And so if you're Roland Martin, it's like, hold on now. If Charlemagne is now becoming a new voice, a new platform, and he also had he's done political shows on Comedy Central, and he has the Native Land Pod underneath his network and all these other kinds of things. And he's been on Bill Maher and MSNBC and all these platforms, right? And so if he's now garnering a certain level of a voice or a platform in the political space, that eats away from Roland Martin. And that's what this is about. Because if you got Kamala Harris and all these other people who are going on the Breakfast Club and doing long-form interviews of 30 minutes or whatever the case they're doing, because they want to reach the black community when it's time for an election, if they're going with Charlemagne and his platform, then they're not going on Roland Martin and his platform. Which means that when money is spent for ads and so forth and so on politically, less of the piece of the pie is going to Roland Martin. And so what Roland Martin decided to do was, I'm going to try to basically assassinate Charlemagne's character because he's stepping in on my territory. That's what's going on here. And listen, I don't have a dog in the fight. I don't really care about, I don't care. But I'm just letting y'all know that's what's really going on. All this, we got to step in because they spreading misinformation to black. No. What's really going on is, as time is going on, the older crowd is sticking with Roland Martin. But the millennials and so forth and so on, they're going in a different direction. And that's what this is about. This ain't about, man, I'm telling you, it's all, 9 times out of 10, it's about the money. 9 times out of 10.